Still in the Great Northern Region, in the village of Keto, Omora district. This week, we had the privilege of sitting down with Dr. Osiri and uncovering the secrets behind his thriving vanilla enterprise. As this episode unravels, we journey through the life and dreams of a man who's turning the dry seasons of Uganda into a symphony of success. Uganda's vanilla industry is unlike any other, boasting two distinct dry seasons each year. This remarkable climate grants vanilla vines not one but two opportunities to bloom and consequently pollinate. For the farmers like Dr. Osiri, it translates into stable revenue streams. Originally hailing from Central and South America, the vanilla orchid also finds a home in Uganda, mostly in the western region. But Dr. Osiri chooses the hot, humid embers of northern Uganda, which was not a bad call considering the fact that vanilla thrives in hot, moist and tropical climates supported by host trees or posts. But why did Dr. Osiri venture into the world of vanilla, a crop previously unknown in the region? His answer is simple and profound.
Because there is money. For me, I go to do farming, those things that I know that it has money.
Yeah.
So when the market falls, it is like sickness.
Yeah.
So, but I decided to do this, one, to prove people that anything can happen anywhere.
Unlike most crops, vanilla starts as vines, not seedlings. Large cuttings measuring 24 to 36 inches can root and bear flowers in just 2 to 3 years. Smaller cuttings require a bit more patience, usually taking 3 to 4 years. The magic happens when the vine reaches a diameter of 0.25 to 0.5 inches. For successful cultivation, these vines need robust support structures.
You cut 1 meter,
Yeah.
and then you plant like a half, like about a half an inch, not inch, a half a feet down. Like especially we call this like eyes. So you put 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
You put it down, and then this is where it will be sprouting from, and then you tie it here.
Yes.
And it starts, when it comes, it starts rolling, it goes up, it comes down, it goes up, it comes down.
Yeah.
In the third year, you'll find this thing is so huge, so big that even you don't see this again.
Anymore.
Yeah. So that one will be mature. So you'll be cutting this and you can transplant.
What's the duration before you can harvest?
3 years, that is a mature time, but it depends on the soil.
Okay.
Some of them they mature like after 2 years and a half, and it starts starting to flower. Many people have tried to relocate the vanilla plant, but initially failed because those locations did not have the melipon bee. Now, in other parts of the world, like Uganda, humans must hand pollinate the vanilla vines. Notably, the flower blooms for 24 hours and must be pollinated or it dies. The biggest problem we have is fertilization, because you have to do a flower by flower. The more you fertilize, the more you get the harvest. But also, it is a given period of time. It is hours. Once the flower goes past that hour and you delay to fertilize, then that one is aborted, so you don't get anything. Yeah. A vanilla vine, on average, lives for about 12 years, bearing testimony to the patience and dedication demanded by this lucrative crop. You just need to be, persistent on what you are doing. When it comes down, don't complain. Yeah. Why are you not complaining when the prices are high? And that is the challenge I have with people. Yeah. All people only want to, enjoy life when things are good. But when it gets down, they get depressed. They get so angry with, somebody can even get very angry with a plant. And you ask why? It's like when you marry a woman, we all expect a woman to, you produce, nice children and so on. Now, if you produce a lame child, what are you going? Are you going to stop producing? You are going to continue. So people shouldn't give up. No, they shouldn't. Keep trying. Because that is life. Yeah. much as the prices have gone down, even the market is not there.
Oh.
But we are the ones who caused this.
Yeah.
There is one country that is, they think that without them, there is no world of vanilla. And that is Madagascar. They put conditions and conditions and conditions.
Yeah.
And you know what? Because when the market is open, the whole world runs to Madagascar first.
Yeah.
And they come to Uganda second. If it is from 7 to 10 years and you have lost 3 years and you have had successful 5 years or even 4 years, that is more than enough for you to buy the world. Yeah.
The road to vanilla success is without its hurdles. Dr. Osiri notes that while the rewards are considerable, the high production costs, especially for the vines, can be daunting. Despite the tropical climate, the need for a reliable water source is paramount, given the occasional soil overheating in the region.
Vanilla farming is one of the most expensive farming one can think about.
Yeah.
But also, if it is the most expensive farming one can think about, that means that it is profitable. Because one, you have to look for this below us.
Yeah. And
for us here, we didn't have these things here. So it is like importing. We're importing them from another district that is in Elango, in Oyam. And each truck, a full truck delivered here, it costed us about between 800,000, including the transport. So you can imagine how many trips we brought here to plant 12 acres. There were so many. The enemy we have is too much sunshine.
Yeah.
And that is, again, another challenge that we have. So probably I can advise those who want to start, don't begin looking at you want to start big. No. Begin small.
Yeah.
You can put a quarter an acre, you can move to half an acre, you can move to an acre. But in the northern Uganda here, I think I should emphasize that you should be sure of water. Because the challenge we have in actually right now, you see the land is okay, the soil is wet and everything is okay. But when the other sunshine comes, it is the sunshine that I don't understand. Because again, when you go to Tess, where I come from, when you go to Western Nile, this sunshine even burns the grass. But here, it doesn't burn the grass. But the soil becomes too hot that it burns the grass.
Yeah.
Yes, so water. If you have the source of water, then you are good to go.
You're going to be okay.
Yeah.
So
then, of course, the other thing is always continue to learn. I had the two boys here. I brought them from Kasese because they are the ones who understand the science of the thing.
Yeah.
And now they are also teaching these ones. These ones are here. They have also learned on how to do it.
Dr. Osiri's journey into farming began in 2019. Encountering challenges in the supply business, he decided to think outside the box. With tree planting taking the lead on his mind, he bought 18 acres and expanded, eventually venturing into the world of chili peppers during the COVID-19 pandemic, which turned out to be a resounding success. A key inspiration for Dr. Osiri was supplying the external market.
I was in Kampala. People are talking how they get a lot of money in the trees. Previously, I did business of supplies. I ran so much, almost every district. Until you see now I have gray hair. It is that business, but I'm still young. So I said, I need to start doing something.
Yeah.
And people have talked about planting trees that there is money. Then I said, okay. So we bought 18 acres. When we bought 18 acres, from this side, we planted it. We started planting trees. And there is a guy who talked about growing chili and hot pepper. So I said, what is that thing that is going to give us money quickly? So we bought, because we didn't know, we bought 3 cups of hot pepper.
Yeah.
And then we bought 5 cups of chili. We planted the chili there, here, and we planted hot pepper there.
Now, speaking of being a hope creator, what impact have you had on the people in your community? You know, with how much you make from your vanilla exports and all.
Thank you very much. Of course, the vanilla export I don't get from here. I have other farmers in Bunukuja, I have people in Kasese, and we have a network. But one of the things that I do is a unique thing is that I do charity.
Yeah.
I am going to give opportunity
to
kids who wanted to study but they have not been able to do that. I am going to help them.
Yeah.
I have a permanent agronomist. And this is the person who helps us in the gardens. And also I said, this is the person who will be helping all the community, those farmers. But first, I want us to make this place a satellite village. Because one thing I wanted in this village, if only my people would accept, I wanted in the next 5 years, actually 4 to 5 years, you would never see an agro-research house in this village. And you would see on lights everywhere in this village.
Vanilla cultivation is not a quick money scheme, but the rewards are worth the journey. Learning is a continuous process too, as even he continues to learn from experts in the field. The vanilla market is a roller coaster ride, with prices fluctuating. Dr. Osiris suggests that patience and market awareness are essential. Roughly how many or how much of a vines should one purchase if we're looking at maybe 50 decimals, an acre, something, manageable?
If you started like 1,000 vines, that will be about 1 million. But you can also reduce and say, I can start 500, and then you keep on expanding your garden. But that is, if you are saying, this money, I don't want it now.
You're ready to wait.
This money, let me put it here, and then I begin seeing the fruits of this money after 3 years. Then you can do it. But if it is money that you're going to use for paying school fees, don't put it there.
There could be pests, diseases.
Yeah, for vanilla, it has not been there. We don't have those challenges. But in the West, we are trying to. I actually moved there with some partners of mine. One from Madagascar who has a lot of experience in this, and from Switzerland. We went to see people's gardens. There is something that keeps on molding, some white things. You can find it all here, and it starts, you see the vanilla beginning to change. But now, we started saying, I told them, even before we waited this one, I think we can do something. You know the ash.
Yeah.
These ash, those trees, you see, those are different trees. They are different, and you are burning them. What comes out of it? It is a serious medicine for pests. So I told them, now what you can do, get chili, bad eye, this hot one, mix with that hash, and then sprinkle. For sure they told me that the thing is now. Yeah.
Dr. Osire envisions a future where Uganda leads in value addition. While challenges exist, such as the need for support and funding, he believes Uganda can do better and hopes to see more affordable loans for farmers.
Do you know, we send vanilla from here. We send it to Europe, we send it to US. From there, they do an extraction.
Yeah.
But we have companies in Uganda who go and buy what has been extracted. because they need flavors. There is one company based in Nairobi. This is the company that goes and buys these things from US and brings there. So you find that all these ice cream companies, companies that are making yogurt, companies, they go and buy. And how many companies do we have in Uganda who are producing yogurt, who are making ice cream, who are making even chocolates? And so I have been in these companies. I have been in Switzerland. I have been in France. I have been in these companies that make these chocolates and so on. We can do better.
What is stopping us from carrying out the extractions ourselves and using those things?
Number one is the cost.
Yeah.
Who is willing to do this? In these countries, there is a package somewhere. And if it is in this ministry, then that ministry is supposed to deliver. Just like I told you about water. The only thing that water for production was supposed to do is to deliver water to the farm. But they have not done it.
They've fallen short.
So by so doing that, by not delivering water, we are not able to produce.
So respective ministries need to step up.
Now, the other people, for them, once they have put money somewhere for something, it has to be delivered. We need support, and it is only the government that can support us.
Yeah.
I know that there are people also, business people, who have gotten a lot of loans, but when they get loans, they divert money, and then when they fail, they begin crying to government. But I am thinking that it is not just business. We need to look at farming.
Yeah.
If there are companies who are involved, who are engaged in farming, I think they need to be supported.
So those out there that are interested in vanilla farming, remember, be patient, take your time, get the right soils and get the expertise. Let's take a walk around and see more of his farm, shall we?
Thank you.
He emphasizes the importance of a chirowa tree, which plays a vital role in vanilla cultivation. The tree, scientifically identified as Jatropha carcass, is a remarkable asset in Dr. Pascoe's vanilla farming. This unique tree excels at retaining water, serving as a natural reservoir for the adjacent vanilla plants. Its shade protects the vanilla vines from excessive sunlight.
This one is a special tree. And as you can see, the whole garden. Is it not unique for a tree to, you see leaves going off during rainy season? It is unique. Now this tree you see here, it stores water. It stores water. Now the whole idea is it stores water during rainy season. That's why you see during rainy season, you find this tree, the leaves are green. Because it now starts releasing water for survival. Now the reason the people who started planting vanilla, one of the things they realized that if you have this tree that stores water, during a dry season, when this plant is releasing water for its survival, the vanilla will survive with the moisture.
Yeah.
And that is it.
I hear you.
So they will not compete for water. Right now it is busy. This one is busy taking water, this one is busy storing water. During a dry season, it will start releasing water to survive and make sure that it remains green. Then this one will survive with that moisture. Because the water this one has taken now, it doesn't store.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr. Osire also intercrops matoke and avocados with these trees, optimizing land use and resource availability.
This matoke, we have gotten a lot of matoke here, but I can tell you we have not sold the matoke. The matoke we have here is for our people who work in the farm, work in the factory, and even the neighbors. Actually, in this community, if one does not have food I am not allowing anybody to die because you don't have food.
Yeah. Vanilla prefers loamy or sandy soil that is slightly acidic with a pH level between 5.5 and 7.5. Before planting, ensure the soil is well draining and has good water retention capacity. Incorporating organic matter such as compost or well-rotted manure ensures soil fertility and promotes root development. However, Dr. Osiri's experience has shown that soil sustainability can vary by region. For instance, in central Uganda, the soil had a high vanillin content, influencing the flavor and quality of the vanilla beans. Soil selection should also consider local microclimate conditions such as temperature and rainfall patterns. Would you say that you know or you have the expertise on what soils are the best for the vanilla? Because now we're in the northern region and the vanilla is doing well.
Yeah.
So, and this is not necessarily rocky or hilly. Yeah. So would the people on the slopes of the Great Elgon do it? Would those in Rwenzori do it? Would those, in Buganda be able to grow vanilla fight?
Yeah, but one of the things, because I have been in some gardens in Buganda, it is a flat land like this.
It is.
It is not hilly. And then, by the way, one of the things I may interest you to know is that do you know that having had analysis of vanilla, because even now I want to go back now. I am going to do in the Kasese district, in Buniwojo district, I want to do sub-county by sub-county, which sub-county gives you a vanilla with a high vanillin content.
Yeah.
Because if you get that sub-county, then now even the pricing, that is sub-county should be, farmers in that sub-county should be getting more money than the other ones. And the vanilla in the central here in Buganda, it is actually one of the vanillas that has proved that it has a high vanillin content.
Yeah.
I have another plantation of vanilla, 3 acres in Mende at the estate of Jovo in Wakiso. I have 3 acres there. Last time it started the first harvest, and when I sent it to the laboratory in France, it gave me a vanillin content that shocked me. It was 2.8 vanillin content.
Yeah.
And that is almost now beyond Madagascar. So I also I am not so sure, but I believe, because, for me, sometimes faith drives me. I believe the same God who made the other soil, he is the same God who made the soil. So what do I want to do? I want to have analysis once we start harvesting, and then I take it to the laboratory. I want to know what is the vanillin content. Probably, even here, we might even get a high vanillin content. And when it happens, then here will become an hub of now quality beans.
Yeah.
Because I have done an organic project in whatever. So the moment I discover pap, then I will make sure that I whatever this thing as an organic, we will begin preparations for organic, and then we certify this area for organic. Because at least organic has more money. Even at now when the prices are low, the market is not there, but some comes small, but organic still attracts better money.
Yeah, of course,
Yeah.
of course. Dr. Osiri's initiative in setting up a water system is a testament to his dedication. With over 17,000 kilometers of piping funded by the farm and partners, he is working to ensure a sustainable water supply for the future.
We have decided to start doing irrigation our own way. As we wait for government, we do. So here we have laid the pumps. Down there we have a big river there, a very big river. And we have done this piping 1,700 kilometers. It is sold, the finance is from this farm. Whatever we get from here, we say let it put underground. And probably when help comes, they will come when we have done something. So now, here, when you open like this, the water starts flowing. But it is not supposed to be like this. But the reason we open, it is the reason you see that we decided to dig these holes, and then you just release like this. In the night, all the holes will be filled, will be filled with water, and then now the plants start taking the water. So you find that in the night when you are waking up, the whole place is wet. Yeah. And the plants can survive.
They can survive.
Yeah.
Let's talk vanilla. Talk to me. Talk to them about vanilla.
Well, like you have said, vanilla is like a baby. You need to take care of vanilla. You need to tell vanilla what to do.
This has been a tale of utter patience, resilience, innovation, and a commitment to community and country. Uganda's vanilla story is far from over, and the likes of Dr. Osiri are a beacon of hope for a brighter, more prosperous future in this realm.